Welcome to HouseLux Estate, your guide to becoming a successful landlord. We're your go-to source for insights, tips, and advice for anyone aspiring to step into the world of real estate. At HouseLux Estate, we're committed to providing you with practical knowledge gleaned from years of experience to help you navigate your landlord journey with confidence and ease. So, buckle up and prepare to embark on an enlightening journey as we discuss 10 essential things you need to know before becoming a landlord. Our first point of discussion is understanding the landlord-tenant law. This is crucial as it forms the foundation of any landlord-tenant relationship. You see, these laws vary from one place to another, and they establish the rights and responsibilities of both parties involved. For instance, these laws will dictate how a landlord can handle security deposits, set out the guidelines for eviction procedures, lay out the protocols for property maintenance, and so much more. These laws also provide protections for tenants against unlawful discrimination and ensure their right to a habitable living condition. On the flip side, they protect landlords from tenants who may not fulfill their obligations, such as paying rent on time or maintaining the property. By understanding these laws, you can ensure you're conducting business in a legal and fair manner. Being knowledgeable about these laws will save you from potential legal troubles in the future. Next, let's delve into the necessity of having landlord insurance. This isn't just an optional extra, it's an essential piece of the landlord puzzle. It's like a safety net, cushioning you against potential financial losses that can come with renting out property. Imagine, for instance, a tenant accidentally starts a fire in your property. The damage is extensive. Without landlord insurance, you'd have to shoulder the cost of repairs yourself. But with it, you're covered. This insurance doesn't just cover property damage. It can also protect you against liability claims. Say a tenant or their guest slips and falls on your property and decides to sue. Your insurance would help you handle the legal fees and any potential settlement. And let's not forget about loss of rental income coverage. If your property becomes uninhabitable due to a covered loss, your insurance can compensate you for the lost income while repairs are made. Remember, landlord insurance is a safety net that protects your investment. Now, we move on to the importance of screening tenants. Think of screening as your safety net, your first line of defense in the landlord game. It's not about judging, but about making sure you're placing your property in safe hands. Let's dig a little deeper. Background checks are critical. They reveal important details about a potential tenant's past, such as criminal records or previous evictions. Credit reports, on the other hand, give you a glimpse into their financial health. Can they afford the rent? Are they timely bill payers? Lastly, never underestimate the power of references. They provide first-hand accounts of what it's like to have this person as a tenant. Did they respect the property? Were they considerate neighbors? Remember, the right tenant can make your landlord journey a smooth one. So take your time, be thorough, and ask the right questions. Screening helps to ensure you get responsible and reliable tenants. Let's discuss the landlord's duty to maintain the property. As a landlord, you have a legal and moral obligation to ensure that your property is in a habitable condition. This means taking care of routine maintenance, like fixing leaky faucets, keeping common areas clean, and ensuring that the heating and cooling systems are in working order. But your responsibility doesn't stop there. You also need to be prepared for emergency repairs, such as burst pipes or electrical issues. In these situations, speed is of the essence, and you need to act swiftly to minimize damage and disruption to your tenants' lives. Furthermore, by keeping your property in good condition, you're not just meeting your legal obligations or keeping your tenants happy, you're also preserving the value of your property. A well-maintained property is more likely to appreciate in value over time, which can be a significant benefit when it's time to sell or refinance. Remember, maintaining your property not only keeps your tenants happy, but also preserves your property value. Moving on, dealing with tenant complaints is a skill every landlord should master. It's the cornerstone of maintaining a harmonious landlord-tenant relationship. Now, there's no escaping the fact that complaints will come, whether it's about a leaky faucet, a noisy neighbor, or even the occasional uninvited pest. The key is to handle these complaints professionally and promptly. Start by setting up a reliable method for tenants to reach you. This could be via email, phone, or a dedicated property management app. Once you receive a complaint, acknowledge it as soon as possible, even if you can't solve it immediately. Explain the steps you're taking to resolve the issue and provide a realistic timeline. Don't forget to follow up to ensure the problem has been resolved to their satisfaction. Remember, Every complaint is an opportunity to demonstrate your commitment to your tenants' comfort and well-being. Handling complaints efficiently can lead to long-term tenancies and fewer vacancies. Next, we explore the financial aspect of being a landlord. It's essential to grasp the various costs associated with owning a rental property. First, we have the mortgage. Unless you've purchased the property outright, you'll likely be making monthly payments on a loan. Then there are property taxes, which can vary greatly depending on your location. You also need to factor in insurance costs, which include not only property insurance but potentially also liability insurance. And let's not forget about routine maintenance and unexpected repairs. These can range from minor costs, like replacing a leaky faucet, to major expenditures like a new roof or HVAC system. And while we're talking about costs, don't overlook the potential for vacancy periods. There may be times when the property isn't rented, and you need to be financially prepared for that. Understanding the financial aspect ensures you set the right rental price and keeps your investment profitable. Let's talk about the importance of a good lease agreement. This is the backbone of your landlord-tenant relationship. It lays out the terms, conditions, and responsibilities that both parties must adhere to. A well-crafted lease agreement can save you from a world of disputes and misunderstandings down the road. Key elements to consider include the duration of the lease, the amount of rent, the payment schedule, and provisions for maintenance and repairs. It should also clearly define what constitutes a breach of the agreement and what the consequences will be. Make sure you spell out the rules about pets, smoking, and other potential issues. And don't forget to include a clause about how and when the lease can be terminated. Remember, a good lease agreement is not just about protecting your property. It's about fostering a positive, respectful relationship with your tenant. A solid lease agreement protects your rights as a landlord and sets clear expectations for the tenant. The unfortunate reality is, sometimes evictions are necessary. It's a tough spot to be in, but as landlords, it's a possibility we must face. The eviction process can be complicated and stressful. It's not as simple as changing the locks and tossing out belongings. First and foremost, it's crucial to understand that evictions must follow the rule of law. In most jurisdictions, a formal eviction notice is required, giving the tenant a set period to correct the issue or vacate the property. This period can range from a few days to a month, depending on local laws. It's also important to maintain a professional demeanor throughout the process. Keep communications factual, respectful, and documented. Resist the urge to let emotions take over. Remember, this is a business transaction. If the situation escalates, don't hesitate to seek legal counsel. An experienced attorney can guide you through the process, ensuring you're acting within your rights and responsibilities. While evictions are tough, handling them legally and professionally minimizes potential issues. Finally, let's talk about the rewards of being a landlord. It's not only about the financial gains, although those are certainly appealing. The steady income from rent can be a significant boost to your financial portfolio. However, there's more to it than just money. Becoming a landlord is about providing a home, a safe haven, for others. It's about creating and maintaining spaces where memories are made, where kids grow up, where families come together. There's a deep sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing you're contributing to the community in this way. And let's not forget the thrill of the investment. The property market can be a roller coaster ride, but the potential for long-term growth and property appreciation is a tantalizing prospect for any investor. Landlordship also offers the opportunity for personal development. You'll learn negotiation skills, problem solving, and people management, all of which are valuable life skills. Being a landlord can be challenging, but it is also rewarding. To wrap up our discussion, we've delved into the realities of becoming a landlord. We've unpacked the importance of understanding landlord-tenant laws, securing landlord insurance, and the art of tenant screening. We've also explored maintenance responsibilities, handling tenant complaints, financial aspects, the value of a good lease agreement, dealing with evictions, and the rewarding nature of being a landlord. Remember, being a successful landlord requires knowledge, patience, and professionalism. Don't forget to subscribe to House Lux Estate for more tips and advice.